Hello YouTube, it's ScottX1307. Got another video. Getting lazy, so I'm doing these back to back. I'm not changing my background, so deal with it. This time I've got a handful of current issues, some neat stuff, back issues found at Second Charles movie, and a couple of toys. So start off, I'm going to show you something. I went to Second Charles. I took a stack of books that I just didn't want, and it's old 90s stuff that I've had since it came out on the shelf in the early mid 90s. Took it up there, traded it in, got some store credit, and used it. So I picked up another vinyl pop. This time Mystique. It's from the X-Men collection they released. They had, I believe they had all these figures, but honestly only two that looked cool were Mystique and Magneto. Professor X is kind of neat, but I grabbed the Mystique. It is a bobblehead, and I think the Mystique looks pretty neat. This is in that classic 90s X-Men outfit. So I grabbed that one, and I grabbed some books from there as well. I'll show those in a minute. At the comic book store, I went in to pick up some bags and boards, and like I said, a handful of new issues. And I'll be damned if they did not have a pop vinyl figure. That it's one of the only ones that I looked them up online, and it's one of the few that I actually really wanted. This was just very cool. It's from a movie I saw as a kid, old sci-fi classic. I hope a lot of you will know the movie Forbidden Planet. I love the artwork from the movie, the old posters, the movie itself. I remember watching it. It's just it's a great movie, and they had Robbie the Robot. Of course, not a bobblehead, just a vinyl figure, but it's freaking Robbie the Robot. Very cool. Nice detail to be what it is, I think. And yeah, I had to grab that. Had to add that to the collection. I still remember the scene where they're fighting that invisible monster and they're shooting it, and every time they shoot it you can see the outline of it. It's a great movie. So I grabbed those. The Mystique one was basically free. I did, like I said, from Second Charles, and I couldn't pass up the Robbie the Robot. I did good at the comic book store. They also had the robot from Lost in Space, which is one of the other figures that I really want to get, but I left that one behind. So I did good. New issues that we picked up. Got the latest issue of FBP, issue 18. I started reading this the other night, and I was really tired from work. We were gearing up for Valentine's Day, and I started falling asleep, so I stopped reading it. I need to finish it. Really love this series, though. I'm interested to see what's going to happen. And I heard a rumor that Eric Powell is going to be taking a break from the Goon, an extended break after this last miniseries. I believe this is the newest one, Goon: Once Upon a Hard Time. I've always been a fan of Eric Powell and the Goon. I haven't picked up a lot of issues, but I figured I would pick this up. I really like that cover. Very cool. Trying to catch up on trees. I still can't find issue 3 anywhere. I have 1, 2, and 4. Somehow skipped issue 3. But I picked up issue 5. So I got to get caught up on that. I got the latest issue of The Bunker, issue 9. Awesome series. Now they're getting farther into the story. It's really got me interested. I'm really dying to see what's going to happen. And then my favorite book of this pickup, Alex and Ada, number 12. This story is just amazing. It keeps each issue, it gets better and better to me. It's just a great story, and this issue was no different. So if you're not picking up Alex and Ada, pick it up. It's not action oriented. It's not superheroes. It's just good character driven storytelling with good art. So pick it up. Alright, also picked up a movie the other night at Walmart. They had a bin of $5 DVDs and $8 Blu-rays, and I picked up one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Definitely one of the funniest modern comedies I think to come out. Grandma's Boy, unrated, freaking hilarious. If you haven't seen Grandma's Boy and you can stand a little bit of crude humor, this is basically all the people that are in Adam Sandler movies without Adam Sandler, and they're still pretty damn funny. Great movie. This guy is it's about video game industry and stoners and things like that. It's funny. It's a hilarious movie. So I grabbed that for $5. Alright, and books picked up at 2nd and Charles. My girlfriend found this. She was going through stuff. We went up there Sunday. She turned in some textbooks and things. She got a little bit more money than I did, actually. But she found this, and we were going through, and I've always been kind of interested in A Distant Soil by Colleen Doran. Her art is pretty neat, very different, and she saw these as first 3 issues from Area Press. And they are, I believe issue 1's a second printing, or a third printing. Issue 2 and 3 are second printings. But it had this neat print included, and it is signed by Colleen Doran, number 1604 of 2000. Thought that was pretty cool. It was only $3 for the set. So, hey, what the hell. And I found this. I was really, really excited to find this. I knew it was not going to be a first print or even an early print, but still, I've heard so much about this book. Had to pick it up. She was flipping through and she said something about this. What is this? Something homicidal something. I'm like, whoa, what did you just say? She said it's Johnny the Homicidal something. I'm like, Homicidal Maniac. Like, what issue? Number 1? And I'm like, hell yeah. And that's cool. It's 19th printing. I think that's the highest printing I've ever seen on any book. 19th printing. Yeah, it was only $1. I don't care. I've wanted to check this out. Everybody says it's pretty damn funny. It's black and white interior. So that was pretty cool. And I looked it up online, and even later printings are going for about $5. So at $1, pretty good deal. And then they also happen to have issue number 2. Of course, this is an 11th printing. But still, at least I get to read the first 2 issues. And that was the only ones I found there. Then I found this a while back at the flea market. I'd found a little run of Supergirl. Jennifer grabbed them. I'm not that much into that Supergirl run, but I kept a couple of issues for the covers. One was the other version of this, the white background cover. I only had 2 copies of this one, so I picked it up. Oh, that was pretty cool. $1 a piece. This is the it's Michael Turner and Ian Churchill. I had an issue of iZombie, which I never find, for $1, number 14. Michael Allred art. That was pretty cool. I'm surprised to find these for $1. Uncanny X-Men 282, first appearance of Bishop. Had 2 copies. I know it's not the most expensive book, but figured for $1 a piece. They're both in really, really good shape. This one has a little bit of cover miswrap. It's not spine roll. The staple is centered. It's just miswrapped a little, but other than that, they're both in a good, very fine near mint shape. Then found 3 issues of the Silver Surfer. Issue number 19, versus Fire Lord. Issue 22, looks like with Ego, the living planet there. And issue 28, he's battling the Skrulls there. $1 a piece. Very cool. Alright, and then so we're about to leave. We're heading to checkout, and I remember seeing in Vincrew 12,000's video where he was talking about Sleepwalker #1 gaining a lot of attention now, and he said keep an eye out for Fantastic Four number 642, which was the final issue of Fantastic Four. And apparently it's a lead-in to this whole Battle World Secret Wars thing they're doing in a couple of months. And I happened to find it was actually the last 2 issues that they had. Number 642, last page. They talk about needing to go get Sleepwalker, so apparently that's where everybody is saying he's going to be key to this upcoming event. So picked up the regular cover of number 642, final issue of Fantastic Four. Cover price. And they also had the variant edition with the thing. I think it's a spotlight cover, 1 in 15 variant. They had it for $5. So I get home and look them up, and this variant cover is going anywhere from $10 to $20 on eBay, and the regular cover is already going $5 to $10 for a brand new book. Ridiculous, ridiculous, ridiculous. But whatever. I got them both for, you know, basically cover price. And then with the stuff that I turned in for credit, I actually ended up only paying for a couple of the dollar books, and that was it. So I basically got these, both of these for free, along with a free Mystique bobblehead. So it's pretty cool. I wouldn't recommend taking a lot of comic books to turn in at Second and Charles. The amount of credit that they give you is really low. The amount of cash would be ridiculously low. But they basically ended up giving somewhere around $0.25 per book, per comic, which I wasn't too happy with, but being 90s schlock, I probably couldn't get much else for it anywhere else, so I went ahead and turned it in. But it's definitely not someplace you want to try to sell, want to turn in anything that's worth money. You know, regular books, novels, textbooks, or anything like that, they give a pretty good return on those. I would definitely recommend, if you've got old novels, textbooks that you can't get rid of, I would take them to Second Charles. If the textbooks are too old, they won't take them, of course, but it was pretty cool. Their return on, say, like $150, $160 new textbook that you buy, their return is somewhere between $65 and $80, which sounds like crap, but any of you guys that have dealt with college textbooks, you know that a $200 book, you use one semester, so it's got about 4 months of use into it. You try to resell it, and you're lucky if you get $50. So getting more than that is a pretty good deal. So anyway, that's it. That's my 2 hauls, And I appreciate everybody watching. We're getting some weather coming in supposedly. I'm not seeing it yet, but I know everybody north of here. I'm in Georgia, so if you're Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia, North Carolina, you guys up there, take care in this wintry mess that's coming through, and be careful. So until next time, you guys take care. I really appreciate everybody watching, all the likes and comments like always, and we'll see you guys next time. Till then, keep reading those books. Later, y'all.